And now we're going to go ahead and we're going to create the next section, which is the blog section. So we'll come down here, we'll add a new section. And I'm not going to add a row, I'm going to click this off because I'm going to do what I did in the last section. I'm going to come up here and duplicate this row. And I'm going to click here and drag all the way down and let go. And now I'll change the wording. That looks good. Save the changes. And I'm going to save the page here. Okay, now I'm going to add a post slider. So I'll come down here and I'll add a new row. And I'm going to choose a 3-column row this time. And I'm going to type in post. And I'll click post slider. And I'm going to save this for now. I'm going to come down here and I'm going to make this row a little wider. So I'll come over here to the row settings, click the gear icon, click design, sizing, and I'm going to change the width to 90% and the max width to 90% as well. There we go. Save the changes. Now, Post Slider allows you to create a slideshow out of your blog posts. So if I go in here and drag this over here, you'll see it says included categories, and we don't have any categories. It just says uncategorized. That's because we don't have any blog posts. In order to have a blog post slideshow, you need blog posts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to import some fake blog posts I created from a different WordPress site. So I'm going to save the changes here, and I'm going to save the page. And I'm going to go ahead and exit the Visual Builder. And we're going to come over here to the dashboard. We'll get out of here. And if you come down here on the left, you'll see it says Tools. And we're going to click Import. And the cool thing about WordPress is it allows you to import posts from other content management systems, such as Blogger, LiveJournal, Tumblr. Since the fake blog posts I created were on a different WordPress site, I'm going to use the WordPress importer. The WordPress importer is a plugin that was created by WordPress and allows you to import posts, pages, comments, categories, images, etc. from another WordPress site. What happened was I exported my blog posts onto my computer as an XML file. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here to WordPress, click Install Now, and that'll install the WordPress importer onto my WordPress site here. And I'm going to come up here and click where it says Run Importer. And here it says upload your WordPress extended RSS WXR file and we'll import the post, pages, comments, etc., etc. So the file is already on my computer, the export file from the other WordPress site. So I'll come over here, I'll click Choose File. And I'm going to go to my WordPress folder, Pages, Homepage, Blog section, Files. And here's the file I exported from the other WordPress site. So I'll click that. I'll click Open. And now you can see the files right here. And I'll click Upload File and Import. And you can see it's really fast. What I want to do here now is Import Author. Since I want the author to be me, I'm going to assign the post to an existing user. So I'll click, choose my name here. And I'll also click Download and Import File Attachments. And then I'm going to click Submit. And you can see how fast it is. It says all done, have fun. So now if I come over here to Posts and click All Posts, you can see all the blog posts that we just imported. So I'm going to click on this one here. I want to show you something real quick. Later on in the video, I'm going to show you how to create a blog post, how to add images and monetize it and make it look real pretty. If I come over here, and I scroll down, you can see it says categories and it's under the people category. Now it's missing the featured image. There should be a featured image here. Sometimes when you import, it doesn't import the images for some reason. That's real easy to fix. You just click set featured image And I'm going to come over here, upload files. I'm going to upload all the featured images from the blog post. So I'll click select files. And I'll go to my website folder, pages, homepage, blog section, images. And here are the featured images for all the blog posts I just imported. So I'll click open. And you can see they're all importing right now. And the one I want to set featured image for that particular post is that one. So I'll click set featured image. And you can see it shows up right here. And I'll update it. And if I click view post, you can see it's set to featured image now. So I'm going to go back to the dashboard and back to posts. And right now I'm going to set the featured image for all these other blog posts. I'll do that real quick and then we'll continue the tutorial. Okay, I set all the featured images. So now I'm going to enable the visual builder. And we'll scroll down here to the blog section. And you can see it already added the featured image to the first blog in the post slider. So I'm going to click the gear icon. And now you can see we have our categories. So what I can do is I can choose which blogs from which categories this slider will show. So for this post slider, I want to show the blogs from the blogging category and from the social media category. So it's going to show all blog posts that are in those two categories. And if I come down here, you can use post excerpts. That'll show up here. The excerpt is like the beginning of the blog post. And I want the excerpt length to be 150 characters. And now you can see it shows the first 150 characters of the blog post. If I come down here, I'm going to close this and show you some more things. Elements, you can show arrows here. If you don't want those, you just click this off. And now they don't show up. If you don't want to show the controls, click that off. You don't see the two dots down here. You can click the read more button off. The metadata is this right here. If you don't want to show that, you can click this button here and it just shows the title and the excerpt. I'm going to show everything now. Featured image. I could not show the featured image if I don't want to. It'll just have a colored background. And then if I go down here, I could change the background color. By the way, if you click these three dots, it brings up a much larger color palette. So I could change the background color to, let's say, dark blue. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to undo that here. And I am going to show the image. You could link this to a different URL if you wanted to. Okay, now I'm going to stylize some of the text here. I'm going to go to design. Overlay, you could use a background overlay. Background overlay color. You could use a text overlay if you wanted to. Navigation. I could change the color of the arrows here. Say I wanted to make them blue. Could do that. I'm not going to do that though. Image. I could round the corners on the image if I wanted to. Text. I'm going to change the title text. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. Take it down to 20 pixels. Everything else is good. Body text, I'm going to leave that like it is. Meta text, I could change the meta text, font weight, size, all that stuff, color. I'm going to use custom styles for button. And let me see, I wanted to round the corners a bit more on the button. So I'm going to take the border radius up a bit. There we go. I want to show a button icon, so I'm going to show this one right here. But I only want to show the icon when you hover over it. So I'm going to click only show icon on hover for button. Yes. Everything else is good. Last, I want to add a box shadow. So I'll use this one here. And it's kind of hard to see the box shadow like it is. So I'm going to increase the spread strength. There we go. Brings it down a little bit more. That looks good. I'm going to save the changes. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this. Drag it over here. And I'll do it again. There we go. And now I want to change the categories on this post slider so it shows different blog posts. So for this one, I'm going to do travel. And you can see it changes it. Save the changes. And I'll do the same thing here. This one I'm going to turn into people. There we go. Save the changes. That looks good. If I click here, I can navigate. Now this one, it's only showing the one for some reason. Why is that happening? Let's see here. Maybe it's on categories as well. There we go. This one wasn't categorized for some reason. Save that. That's fine. Okay, I'm going to open this up. I'm going to save the page. I'm going to come up here and exit the Visual Builder. And I'll scroll down here. And now if I click on one of these, say this one, it takes me right to the blog post. Okay. I'm going to enable the Visual Builder. And I'll scroll down to the blog section. One thing I forgot to show you guys is how to add automatic animation to your post sliders. What that does is it causes your blog posts to cycle through automatically so that your visitors don't have to keep hitting the navigation arrows. And the way we do that is we come up and click the gear icon. And we come over, click the Design tab. Scroll all the way down, click Animation, and here you see it says Automatic Animation. We're going to turn that button on. And when we do that, it adds two options. Automatic Animation Speed and Continue Automatic Slide on Hover. Automatic Animation Speed, it's defaulted at 7 seconds. You can make the automatic animation quicker or slower. Continue Automatic Slide on Hover, what that does is when you turn this on, if your visitor hovers over the post slider, it'll continue to cycle through the automatic animation. It won't stop. I don't want that on because I want my visitor, when they hover over the post slider, for the animation to stop in case they want to read the excerpts or any of this metadata. So we'll leave that off. I want to add that to the second and third post slider. So we'll do that the easy way by coming up here. And we're going to click these three dots. Click Copy Automatic Animation. We're going to save the changes. I'm going to come over here, right click, paste automatic animation, come over here, right click on the post slider menu, click paste automatic animation. There we go. Now you see they're starting to cycle through automatically. I'm going to save the page.